everybody. So one concept that goes along the lines of not playing is to always have the contrast between impulse and release. Okay, so the impulse is, something happens, there's an action, moment of energy, and then it releases from that. Okay, look for those little building blocks of the melody and shape them. And by shaping, we'll have to give a beginning and also an end. And now the end is usually best created with a diminuendo. Now, that in itself is actually also not enough. And this is where the not playing concept comes in. Besides the diminuendo, you also have to have the mindset that this last note, so all these notes with slashes, these last notes are unimportant. So the unimportant notes need to disappear. That's the release of the energy. Think about not playing those notes. And of course, you have to finger them, but you'll learn that on the baroque flute and in context with the nature of the instrument and with the music, everything kind of works on a smaller scale. So thinking to not play just by merely fingering them actually is already a lot of times enough for the gesture and expression. So in this case, we'll want to think about not playing the B flat. Like there's the impulse is on the G and everything just kind of bounces off, pulls away from that. And in addition, using alternating tongue strokes obviously will also create that energy flow. So imagine, so here I'm doing tu-du-tu, tu-du-tu, and the du or ru, doesn't matter what you do, but just alternating between te, something that's more forward in the mouth, and something that's more backward in the mouth. Yeah? Even if we could play this motif with equal tongue strokes, so ta-ta-ta, in a more sophisticated manner, alternating tongue strokes is just a much simpler and a natural way to achieve this effect. So compare. Here I'm doing equal. Comparing to, I think the difference is tremendous, right? And it's just amazing how easily that the release, the lift happens automatically. And whereas, if I were to do single to equal tonguing, you really have to kind of artfully shape it somehow to maybe sort of get that same effect, okay? So this is all part of the art of reducing. The same here, when you have more notes, it's nothing different. Tu-du-tu-du-tu. So the impulse is on the downbeat, and all the 4 notes that follow, like don't think about you need to play 4 notes, 5 notes, okay? It's one impulse and then the rest is just flies away. Instead of, so I'm just moving the fingers, I'm not thinking really about the notes. If you go ahead and try them.